Hey guys, what's up? Hi. Today, this video is a continuation of my not reputation. Fuck. This is a continuation of my lover reaction video. This is actually the first time I think that I'm ever doing like a legitimate part two, like a separate video reacting to something, and I'm reacting to Lover. Like, this is an updated reaction, and it's only because it is Taylor Swift that I am going to actually make an entire video giving an update to how I've been feeling with regards to the album. So, we're not going to be hearing any of these songs in this album, but in this video, but I'm going to be talking about every single song and my opinion of it, and my opinion of the album in general, and how I feel about it now. You should watch my reaction first, but I'll just give you like my general what I said in the reaction. It felt in the reaction I said that the album felt like it lacked a direct narrative, and that yes, it had the theme of love to unite a lot of the songs, but in certain parts it just felt disjointed. And I said that in the reaction, and I stuck by it. I uploaded the videos still because I tend to not upload videos when I don't feel like I agree with the general like consensus of the Swifties, because I don't want to be attacked. But nobody has attacked me, thankfully. So that is nice. That was nice. But that's how I felt. I felt also like sonically like it was kind of like trappy, but then poppy, but then synth poppy. And that's how I felt on my first reaction. But I told myself I'm going to listen to this again. I also felt like it didn't have enough dance tracks, so that's something I have to mention. I felt like it was missing an up-tempo element. And after listening to the album again, I'm just gonna go through and talk about every song and talk about how I felt about the placement of the songs as well. So if you're interested in that, keep on watching. So the first track on the album was I Forgot That You Existed. And I liked it. I liked it the first time that I heard it because it gave me that kind of reputation kind of thing, but the way that I interpreted it about being about Kanye West and all that drama was actually completely wrong. When I listened to it the second time, I realized that it was actually probably about an ex. Like I thought Calvin Harris for some reason, but I realized it was more about like an ex relationship than it was like a friendship. It gave me more of that kind of vibe. So I realized that I was wrong there. So it wasn't, I would not call it a bonus track from Reputation anymore like I did in my initial reaction. It fit this album in that she's letting go of something that was toxic, you know? And I Forgot That You Existed transitioned into Cruel Summer, and I did not understand a lot of the lyrics in Cruel Summer because of the vocal effects that were there. But upon listening to it again, oh my god, I also said that it being Lover, sounded like it did not have any radio singles. I was wrong, definitely wrong, because I think that Cruel Summer and Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince, they are actually great radio singles. Upon listening to the album again, upon taking it in order, like I realized that those two songs actually have strong radio potential. So I was wrong there. So I'm just here to say I was wrong about that. The thing is, I think that in my mind, I really wanted something, like I did something bad. I really wanted something like Don't Blame Me to get me crazy, to get me hyped, to be like, yes, yes, don't blame me, love. I just wanted to get hype. And I realized upon listening to Lover again that that's not Lover. Reputation is a car album. It is something you listen to in the car and you just bob your head and you're going mad, and people in the road are looking at you like, what are you doing? While Lover is a plane album. It's something you listen to on the plane to feel calm, to feel clean. And I guess that you have to realize that difference. The fact that it's not the same thing, and that makes it something else. And I said as much in my reaction. I said that I know that this album is going to feel different. The Archer felt different. Lover, the song was different. It wasn't the typical me, he, or we are never ever getting back together. Shake it off, shake it off. Granted, Taylor always switches her sound in her albums from the first couple singles. But I kind of had to give up on that. I had to let go of Reputation, which honestly is probably a true reflection of who I am as a person and what I enjoy listening to and the kind of music that makes me feel confident and happy and whatever. And that's personal, and that's personal, but it doesn't necessarily make it a better album, which I had to come to realize. Then we had Lover, which I grew to like eventually, the romantic nature of the song. I didn't say anything bad about Lover. It just was a grower, honestly. The Man, love it, love it, love it, still love it. I think it's a fun song, and I think that it's an important, feminist, song. And I hope that it's one of the songs that the fandom loves. I know now that the fandom actually agrees with me and loves Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince, but the Man should also be a fandom love. The Archer, also cute. Not even cute, what am I saying? The Archer is one of my favorite songs from the album. Combat, I'm ready for combat. I say I don't want that, but what if I do? I love the Archer. I love the vulnerability of the Archer. I love the production and the fact that it's not super heavy. And I actually appreciated that. I appreciate when albums have little pockets of calm. And I think that that's what threw me off with Lover initially, is that it had more than little pockets. Like there were sections of calm. Because it's 18 songs. I think the length also threw me off, and I got album fatigue. Album fatigue is a real thing. Where past 10 songs, you get tired. And if the 10th song is, the 9th and 10th song are two very slow songs, which they were in Lover, I got tired because I started to get like this. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's good. And you don't want to get like that when you're listening to something. Like, that means that you're tired, I think He Knows is one of those songs where I did not like it, but I know it's not a bad song. But I didn't like it. I think that that's the best thing I could say. I liked how it was, sexually, whatever, but I did not like it. Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince. My pinnacle, the song that I listen to more than just listening to the album over again. Like, I just listen to that for fun. It gives me my wildest dreams. Like, Wildest Dreams, when I first heard 1989, was my favorite song. Still my favorite song from 1989. As soon as I heard it, I was like, yep, you are the GOAT. And that's how I feel about Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince. The GOAT. Paper Rings. I don't hate Paper Rings. I like the throwback sound, but I don't love her. I can't lie, I don't love her. Cornelia Street. She's the bane of my existence. Cornelia Street and Death by a Thousand Cuts is when the album to me slowed down. It's when I was like, damn, I want a fast song. Because they were well written. And you can never really argue with Taylor Swift's like deeper songwriting, but it just, in the flow of an album, I wanted the energy to pick up. And having London Boy come after, I heard the lyrics better on this listen. Hargate, best mates, and like, that was funny. I like the kind of accent that she kind of put on, but I don't think London Boy had enough energy to kind of make up for Cornelia Street and Death by a Thousand Cuts being so laid back and, down tempo. But, that's just my opinion. How am I looking? Because, like, oh, gosh, melanin on fleek. But yes, so I don't think that London Boy was necessarily energetic enough to kind of rev me up. And I would say that even on, like, my second, like, full listen of the album, hour and 1 minute, whatever. Soon You'll Get Better. I listened to it again, and it's just as beautiful as it was the first time. It is just as beautiful. And I will say that London Boy does feel a little bit weird between Death by a Thousand Cuts and Soon You'll Get Better. It's just like, that's where the kind of like cohesion comes in, where it just like switches up and you're just like, okay, we're singing about a boy, okay, now we're getting really serious and singing about cancer. You understand, like that kind of mood shift where it's like, it was just a big shift. And I think that Soon You'll Get Better, I think it could have benefited from being closer to track 18, if you understand what I'm saying. I think that London Boy London Boy and It's Nice to Have a Friend could have switched. No, Soon You'll Get Better and London, It's Nice to Have a Friend could have switched, yeah? So It's Nice to Have a Friend could have come after London Boy. Yeah. False God, fantastic. The production does not fit the album. It doesn't. It doesn't. I listened to it and I'm like, this False God should have been a whole different album. Like Taylor could have gone down that route, and that would have been fantastic. I love the production. I love the saxophone. I love the lyrics. The imagery. Fantastic. False God should be a lead single for a different album. It doesn't belong on this album, in my opinion. It's too jazzy. It's too. It's jazzy, funky. It didn't fit. It stands out a lot because it's so good, but to me it just didn't fit this particular body of work. You Need to Calm Down and False God coming like between Soon You Get Better and You Need to Calm Down was again kind of weird for me. You Need to Calm Down. Even the placement of You Need to Calm Down and then Afterglow, like it just the placement in the second half, like the order in the second half, like you really notice like this shouldn't go here, maybe move this up here, move that there. Like that's what I noticed in the second half. Like in the beginning, up to I think track 7, I didn't have to think about the order. Like I didn't think like no, this should go there, that should go there. It felt more cohesive and together. I think from Paper Rings, Cornelia Street, Death by a Thousand Cuts, it's when the album started to feel a little weird and like random, you know? But I like You Need to Calm Down, obviously. Afterglow, woo! Upon listening to Afterglow, Afterglow is that song. It really is. It sounds like they kind of like put like a formant on her voice. I don't know if you all know these technical terms, but what that basically means is that it changes the tone on her voice. So it changed the tone of her voice when she was singing the chorus. Let me get to the chorus. Taylor, don't copyright strike me, please. My Lover reaction is already copyright, like it's already gone, so that's dead. But let me hear it. Let me see if I can point out the format. No gloves. Can't I have to break what I love so much? It's on your face. Skip. In my head. Yeah, that part. There's definitely a vocal effect there because it does not sound like Taylor Swift. So I think that they used autotune to change the format, which I actually really like. I like that she's experimenting with vocal effects, you know. She did that with So It Goes, and she could just continue experimenting with vocal effects. It's nice to have a friend. Love it, love it, love it, love it. I already told you about the movement. I wish it was placed somewhere different before Daylight. But I think that thematically, I guess it kind of does fit with Daylight. But I wish I would take off some songs from this album to create, let me see, a 12-song album. Let me count what I would have done. Cruel Summer. I would have started the album. Cruel Summer is actually a cute way to start the album. So, actually no. Okay, we're not going to change the order. Cruel Summer, Lover, The Man, The Archer, Miss Americana, and The Heartbreak Prince. I will still include Cornelia Street because of, I think it has significance. And then we would go Cornelia Street, It's Nice to Have a Friend, London Boy, Soon You'll Get Better. Wait, no, not Soon You'll Get Better. London Boy, Afterglow, Soon You'll Get Better, Daylight. And that was 11 songs. And I think that if it was those 11 songs on this album, not saying the other songs are bad, but if it was those 11 songs on this album, you wouldn't get the album fatigue. And you could use the other songs for other projects. They could have just been bonus tracks. I think that, I don't want us to forget the power of bonus tracks. Bonus tracks can still become singles. Bonus tracks can still be fan favorites. But the albums to me are best. They are best. They're top tier when they sell they sell the audience a story. So let's think Marina and the Diamonds, Fruit versus Electro Heart. There's no comparison. Electro Heart was superior because it told the story of the persona Electro Heart. You know? And it was, to me, that's why it's Marina's most loved work. Not because of necessarily the genre that it was in. Granted, electropop, Euro electropop is fantastic, but it's because it told a story. You know, Reputation told a story, and stories are great. The best song on this album, I didn't want to hear anything else, is Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince because it told a story. And I wanted the album to tell me more of a story. And I think at track 8, 9, and 10, that's where it fumbled and it faltered. But of course, the production was A1, songwriting very good. But in terms of telling that story, that message, that is where to me it kind of fumbled and it kind of created an album fatigue, if you want to call it that. But let me know you guys' thoughts down below. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble about Reputation. But this is just like my updated reaction, my updated thoughts. I still thoroughly enjoyed the album. I enjoyed it more on the second listen, and now I know when I'm gonna listen to it. So like on a rainy day, I could get into the sadder songs. But I know that I'm definitely going back to Cruel Summer, The Man, Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince, and False God when I'm feeling sexy, you know? Thank you guys so much for listening. Let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know if you disagree, if you agree, and why. But at the end of the day, just stream Lover. If you miss Reputation, if you miss 1989 or anything else, just go back and listen to them. They still exist. Before I go, I did compare the album to Red, and I kind of still agree with that, in that Red felt like a kind of combination of different sounds, and I feel like it was more experimentation with like I Knew You Were Trouble and 22 and things like that. I feel like this also was experimentation, and I think that False God was great experimentation. Wonderful, please do more things like that. Paper Rings was experimentation, and it was fun. So and It's Nice to Have a Friend was also a different sound, and do more things like that, please, Taylor. And that is what I will rate the album for. It was good in those areas, but I just wanted to be sold a narrative, a clearer narrative, a less abstract narrative. That's the best way to say, you know? But thank you guys for watching. I'm sweating. It's time for me to go. Bye!